Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Season 2 Tag Team Championship. This is what it's all about, everybody. We are down to one match. I'm already super stoked because I see my man Tommy the Tank is in the house. Tommy feeling a little bit better. Great to see you back, Tank. Hey everybody, how about a nice welcome back to the Tank? That's already made my championship night right there. That's what I needed to see. Good to see you, man. Great to have you back. Love when our team is in full effect. So I do have to tell you guys, tonight we have one match, and these teams are very familiar with each other. But keep in mind, we started Tag Team Season 2 way back, I think it was like May 11th. It was the second week of May when these new teams came together. So if you kind of want to know the investment that each of these teams have from an emotional level, that's 2 months. 2 months worth of matches, wins, losses, good, bad. And then after you get through the regular season, you got the tournament. And then when you get to the tournament, you got these single elimination matches, these close calls. And here we are again with Gemstone and Julia and Bonnie and Amanda. I mean, it's a similar path. Now, funny thing, Gemstone likes these low seeds. And it's like every tournament, I think Gem is seeded like 5th or 6th. I think she likes to lay low and then all of a sudden come out of nowhere in the tournament. Here she is in the finals again. B-Dub and Amanda, what can you say? They're undefeated. Never lost a match. Now, they've been close. Kel and Moonshot almost had them. Ron and Football almost had them. Jim and Julia almost. I mean, but close doesn't matter when you're the champs. So we've got, I do have to tell you guys, I've got crazy storms going on. So you might hear a little bit of thunder. A couple weeks ago we were doing this and I got like lightning right past my face. So you never know. If I suddenly go out, then you'll know I didn't choose to go out. It just kind of happened. So we got a couple things going on tonight, and we're right around the corner from Faction Wars. I'm super excited about Faction Wars. Tag teams want to play. Like the Emperor, he's like, me and Hippo, we'll play Wednesday night. The Killer Bees want to play Wednesday night. So we're not going to retire tag teams, believe me. There's so much fun in tag teams. Tag teams are going to be back. But we are going to take a few weeks, and we are going to do Faction Wars starting on Monday. So that is going to be an absolute blast. So I did promise that we would do a reward for the people that participated in the dance contest. And what I wanted to do is I had a specific box of cards set up for our dance contestants. And I know we had Amanda, we had Ron, we had Animal Joe, we had Busy Bee. So there are varying degrees of participation. So I'm going to start out. And I kind of had these ranked as the 4 people that sort of jumped in. So, is Animal Joe, is Joe here yet? I did not see Joe. It's all right, Dimes. I forgot about you. I'll get to you in a minute, Dimes. All right, so I'll give Joe a pick. And let me also, Busy Bee had she had her dance going on too. So Busy Bee, I'm going to start with you. And I'm going to let you pick any of those 30 that are up there. And your faction is going to be cheering for you. So I'm hoping that you get something for Ark. Because it's going to give you a little boost. So Busy, pick a good number. Two. I'll let you pick two. Your dance was pretty good, so I'm going to let you pick two. But pick two good ones. Now you know you can double them up, so she's going to pick number 20. And look at that. She pulled a Vox Relic. But don't worry, Busy. Because you just got 10 XP for Ark. And you got 2,000 dead dimes for yourself. So pick another one. This time you might want to pick Ark. So she picks 19. Oh, that's pretty good. That's 10,000 dead dimes, Busy Bee. So let's hear it. Busy Bee with the dance competition. She got 10 XP for Ark, and she also got a total of 12,000 dead dimes. Kelv, you can add that to Busy Bee. So Animal, I'm going to let you pick next. This is for the dance competition. Now, Animal, you get 2 picks as well. All right, Animal, give me some numbers. 5 and 14. All right, so number 5. Oh, look at that. Sly's pretty happy. So Animal with 20 XP for Sly. It's a pretty good pick. And then he's coming back with 14. And he got Mir. So a total of 30 XP for Animal's dance moves. And Joe, you got 4,000 dead dimes. All right, where is Deadly Dimes? All right, Dimes. You get 3 picks. Dimes with 3 picks. Four, 11, and 21. Oh, look at Dimes getting the double slice. There's 20 right there. It's a good pick. 11 and 21. Arc Relic. And oh my goodness gracious, look at Sly. Dimes went 20, 40, and 50 XP for doing a little dance, making a little video. Get Sly tonight. Get Sly tonight. Look at Dimes, 50 XP. That's 80 XP right there. And Dimes, you also got 8K dead dimes to go with it. All right, where is Unforeseen? Amanda? All right, Amanda. You and Father Ron each get 4 picks because I could not decide a winner between the two of you. So I'm going to say it was a tie. So 4 picks for Amanda and 4 picks for Father Ron. Two, 22, 29, and 24. There's an Arc Relic. So there's 10, Amanda. 22, another Arc Relic. 29, another Arc Relic. Wow, you really like those Arc Relics, huh? And then a Mirror Relic finally. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 XP for you, Amanda, and 8K dead dimes for you as well. Now, Father Ron, you get 4 picks, and there's a whole lot of Vox on the board. So this could be scary, everybody. Look, there's like 4 Arcs, a couple Mirrors, a couple Sly. The odds of Ron getting multiple Vox are pretty good. Don't screw this up, Ron. There's no way you can screw this up. Oh, you know what? He's thinking way too long. See, anytime you think that long, it's going to be bad. You got to wing it, Ron. You just got to throw numbers out there. All right, he's going to say 7, 9, 16, and 30. All right, good luck, Ron. 7. Did he make the magic happen early? Arc. He likes Arc too. How about 9? Come on, Ron. Yeah, you had one job, man. One job. And it's not pick Arc. How about 16? Mirror. And will you get 1 box, please? No. No. How can you be that bad? All right, Ron. 40 XP. And only 4K dead dimes. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, man, you suck at picking. All right, and I got one more. And I want to reward Will the Bill for making a hype video a couple of weeks ago. So, Will, thank you for making that video as well. So, Will, I'm going to give you 2 picks for Sly for helping to promote the game. Occasionally, I will ask some people to do some things on their own time, and Will stepped up. Certainly, it benefits everybody on the game. The more interaction, the more behind the scenes. So I certainly have no problem throwing some extra faction rewards at Will for helping us out. So, Will, 2 picks. And again, he's thinking way too long. 16 and 26. All right. 16 with... Okay. I was about to ask there. 15. Another Arc Relic. And 26, a Vox Relic. So Will still getting 20 XP. And Will, 3,000 dead dimes for you as well. So, want to thank all of you guys. And for some reason, people like Arc. 3, 4, 5, 7. I think that's every Arc Relic got picked. Every single Arc Relic got pulled. Crazy stuff, everybody. All right. And just to show you guys that there were other things, there you go. Again. All right. You know what? You guys are just bad pickers. That's all. That's all I can tell you. Hopefully you play PvP better than you pick numbers. All right, I want to kick this thing off with a lot of fun tonight. There are going to be winners, there are going to be losers, but before we get into that, you guys know we've been doing these PvP bundles throughout the season, and I don't know if you guys saw the teaser, if you saw the sneak peek, but yes, tonight we are releasing the best, strongest piece of PvP gear ever put in game. But I'm going to make you wait on that for a second. Before we get to the bundle, how did we get here? Smiling Moons over Tenrod. Masters of Faith took out the Outlaws. Twisted Sisters took out Smiling Moons, and Twisted Sisters got to the final. Killer Bees over the Dark Lords. Soul Sisters beat the Killer Bees. Hellfire and Brimstone matched up against Soul Sisters, and that's where we're at. But now let's talk a little bit of gear. Let's talk a little bit of bundles. This is the final tag team PvP bundle, and in this we are releasing the 9th piece of PvP gear. And it is in the top right hand corner, and again it is available. If all the other bundles are picked up, that's what you get in the upper left hand corner. So let me go through the bundles and show you guys what each of these bundles have in store. So top left hand corner, I really wanted to give players some firepower. In the past, these bundles had some res, they had some wild cards, a few items. So tonight, that silver bundle is all 4 faction grenades. Mere Magic, Sly Fly, Vox Box, and the Arc Spark. In the bottom left-hand corner, I see Deadly Dimes, Bones, already picking up bundles. Bottom left-hand corner, you got the Father Sprinkles grenade, 2 of those. That lowers a person's health. You got Ted. Ted is the flying AP3 Shoebill Stork. He will hit you if you're flying, he'll hit you on the ground. And of course that big wild card. Wild cards certainly at a premium. The Will Sickle. PvP Gem, Old Yeller, Max Wax for bullets, and check this out. Down in the bottom middle corner, you get a Arc Emerald. That is the brand new Arc Emerald, hot, +2. And then we're bringing back the torsos. Many of you guys need torsos, so I want to get these in this bundle. So there's a Bionic torso onyx. And if you pick up the gold or the red, you get 2 black graphene. I see a few more people picking up bundles. We got Julia Muse. We got the Emperor's in the house, says, bundle me. You got it. Jim Stone. Overheard my husband telling a friend tonight he's married to a little killer. What a compliment. Hey, it's what PvP's all about. And it's a big, big matchup tonight. Gina says, I'll take them all. You twisted my arm. We didn't have to twist it too hard, right? All right, let's get to that middle bundle. You guys have been telling me you wanted gems, so look at this. PvP gem, Healing Grog, and the brand new Vox Viper in that bundle. That is brand new gem. It gives you the ability to steal damage from your opponent. The Max Wax Blade version, 2 of the Flame Grenades, Bionic Torso Pearl, 2 Love Boats, Elysium Tape, and then the brand new Xenon Base Buster Grenades. And if you get red or blue, get a pink mirror. And in the blue bundle, 2 blue Sparks, 2 blue Aquas, Fury 4, the brand new Arc Amethyst, that is your dot +2. A mirror socket for that. Some of you have enough mirror sockets, but with the amount of gems, figured we'd put another mirror socket in it. Flight Smoke, the 3rd Torso, Bionic Torso Sapphire, and a Max Glyph. Frost Grenades, and each one of these 4 bundles, you will get a Cosmos. So that's going to be 4. And then if you pick up all the other bundles, a Bionic Brain, a Bionic Torso, Bionic Axe, and the biggest and the baddest ever PvP piece introduced into the game. This is the Battle Epic Shoulders. It is a B3, and for the first time ever, a piece of armor that is AP2. That is your replacement. Almost all of you are wearing Season 1 PvP shoulders. This is B3 AP2. And of course, it is D3 H3D3. You know what? That's a good question. I'm going to say Will's done it. If you guys do have interest in buying bundles for your bank, yes, but we're going to limit it to 1. So if players do want to buy in tonight or in the future, I'm okay with that because in most cases, it's going to be kind of like buying it for another player, which you guys do on a regular basis anyway. So that's kind of like buying it for multiple players. So sure, if factions do want to buy for their faction, I got no issue with it. We got Father Ron. At least I can't mess up picking these bundles. Now, you know you can't, especially with those shoulders, Ron. If there's any bundle this year that is worth it, it's the shoulders. Because I got to tell you guys, the shoulders and the boots in Season 1 PvP were the 2 most high demand. Jim had even said, I think she either said it in chat or sent a message, when we were first getting the Tier 2 pieces and the PvP pieces, she would log who had what so they could do trades to kind of keep up with it. And I wanted it to be a challenge, but I didn't want to be that much of a challenge this time around. But certainly, there's a reason why I put the Epic shoulders last, because it is, in my opinion, the best piece of gear. You get a lot of base from it. You get AP2. So going into Faction Wars, we're going to have some people dealing 9 to 10 AP per shot. So I cautioned you guys, Faction Wars is going to be a lot of people are going to die. So I see Bonnie picking up bundles for the Twisted Sisters. I see Gina Crockett, thank you Gina, picking up for Sheila and Mist. Appreciate that. Trigger in the house, Jim Stone, picking up red for Ark. You got it, Jim. And in tonight's match, if we do get, I can tell you it won't be a software issue, but if there is a weather issue or something that gives you a little bit of lag, it's a very important match. So we will, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient. You know, just make sure it's not taking time to think about a move. But if you are lagging a little bit, then certainly let me know once we start the match. Actually, give me 1 second, everybody. Am I still coming through loud and clear with everybody? Just want to make sure. All right. No, I had to refresh a couple things. So hopefully, yeah. All right. If you guys can hear me okay, real time, give me a quick 999. Just want to make sure we're good. Yeah, you shouldn't have a circle now. I just disconnected you guys and then reconnected. All right, cool. See, some people didn't even know I was gone. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to, last call. I know we got disconnected. Last call for the bundles. This is piece number 9. You guys know the last 9 PvP streams running into the tournament, we have rolled out epic helmet, chest, legs, bracers, boots, belt, band. Tonight, rolling out the shoulders H3, D3, B3, AP2. And if someone picked up a bundle, just make sure you put your color in chat. All right, awesome. Now, I know we put this match at 10 o'clock. Because we were going to talk a little bit about the game. We had the bundle set up. We talked about the path of getting here. We did the rewards for the dance competition. So I'm going to ask B-Dub, Amanda, Jim, and Julia, if you guys want to kick this off early. If you guys want to kick this match off now, we won't wait till 10 o'clock. All right, looks like everybody's saying let's roll. What do you guys think? You guys ready to make this thing happen? This is the third ever championship match. We had singles, we had tag team, and now here we are with tag team part 2. Sounds good. Bloodfish wants to wait 10 more minutes. So I'm down for that. All right, Cal, I'm going to ask you to help me out. Give me 30 seconds. B-Dub, Amanda, Jim, and Julia, go ahead and tell me your pre-match elixirs, tapes, or any modifications like wax or anything else that you're going to be using on your weapons. B-Dub going turbo. Eli on mask and Maxine. Black Graph and Bullet Wax. Gemstone, double black. Eli on Evoke. Immune Elixir. Bullet, Bow, and Sword Wax. Julia going immune, double black. Eli with mask. And Boax. And Amanda. Immune, Eli on Mir and Icarus. And Blackgraph. All right. I have new stats calculated. All right, there's going to be a lot of action tonight, a lot of pets, a lot of dots, a lot of damage, a lot of AP, and we only have 45 minutes. So I'm going to ask players again, play fast, have your moves ready to go. Something is too many moves, I'll explain it to you. I will call it out. You guys know the routine. People make mistakes. Do not double cast. If you double cast, I will penalize you for double casting something you've already used. An example of a double cast would be you've already played red Toxie and then you try to play a regular Toxie. So don't cost your team any additional points. Nerves are going to kick in, and at the end of the match, may the best team win. There'll be rewards for both teams, but obviously you want to win the championship. So here's tonight's order. Kicking it off is going to be Julia Muse, who's behind the wall. After Julia is going to be B-Dub, who's behind this wall. After B-Dub, going third, we have Gemstone, a little lower level behind the wall. And going last, we have Amanda, over by the pond in the top, between the trees and the bushes. Players have no line of sight. You can see you're behind buildings. It's kind of like storming the castle. Each player is 50 yards away from each other. So movement will be a factor. Distance is certainly going to be a factor. Climbing buildings is going to be a factor. And Kel, can you give me a 20-second timer? Julia, you're on the clock. The match has started. All right, Julia's going to cast Legendary Pet Ember. And she's also going to cast a Mustard Bomb. Now, Julia, Ember is it's a passive pet. It's actually an AP1 boost to all your attacks. So you don't have to call a target. So Ember's in play, giving you a +1 AP1. Doesn't target a specific player. And Bonnie, you have a Mustard Bomb. All right, Bonnie, you're up. You have a 20-second timer as well. Bonnie, under the effects of Turbo Elixir. All right, Bonnie's going to drop Warp Smoke. Bonnie is surrounded by warp smoke, and she's playing Ted. Ted will zoom in to attack Julia for AP3. Julia, is it good? Just an AP3 hit. All right, it's hitting. Going to take Julia down to 33 base. Going to take her base down to 33. Oh, I'm sorry. Ted is to Jim. Man, I'm nervous. All right. Jim, it's good then. Jim's going to take you from 40 down to 37 base. And Bonnie, where would you like to warp to? All right, left side of Jim with line of sight. All right, Jim, you're up. "20-second timer for Jim. All right, so Bonnie's warp smoke resolves. We can put her here. And as she gets there, Jim is going to summon Lance. And also a stun bomb. And Lance is D12, not hitting Bonnie for 12. Jim's got a nice damage boost. Bonnie's got a nice defensive boost. Bonnie, you are going to take 8 from Lance. It's going to take you down to 92. 92 and full base. Lance is out of play. Ted is out of play. Julia's still getting the boost from Ember. Amanda, you're on the clock. You got 20 seconds, Amanda. All right, Amanda is going to activate Mirror Mask. We got 3 of her. And Amanda's also going to summon Ted. To Jim. And Jim, that's going to take you from 37 down to 34 base. Bonnie, 92% overall health, full base. Amanda, 100%. Jim, 100%. 34 base. And Julia, untouched. And that is the end of round 1. Julia, you're up. Start out round number 2. You have 10 seconds. All right, so she wants to go Sparky to Amanda, jump into range on the roof, but still hidden. All right, let's start out with Sparky. Sparky can come into play because Ember is a legendary pet. So Sparky's going to hit Amanda. Amanda is going to hit you and the 2 clones, dealing damage to all 3. So I'm going to take Amanda down to nothing because Amanda has 5 pet resist. Sparky is a D9. He hits 3, 3, and 3. Both her clones take damage. Amanda takes no damage because of the pet resistance. Julia is going to climb up on top and stay hidden. So Julia, I'm going to give you right there. You're behind this column. And there's no line of sight. And I owe Bonnie 2 of the life back too on a percentage basis because of her pet resist too. Calculating that, Bonnie, you're back up to 94 after getting hit by Lance. And that includes your modifiers. So 2-point kickback to Bonnie. Bonnie's at 94, Amanda 100%, Jim 100% and taking base damage, and Julia 100% out of line of sight. And Sparky's done damage to both of her clones. Bonnie, you're up. You have a 10-second timer this time around. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. Bonnie is going to activate Mark for Death activation, which adds 50% additional damage. So she's using Maxine with her AP, 5 base AP, 5 from the Rojo, and she's adding another 50%. Bonnie getting a true AP 15 shot on Gemstone. That is going to take Gem from 34 down to 19. And Maxine is also a D10, dealing damage with the Bullet Wax. Bullet Wax does not affect the AP, but Jim also taken another 10 damage. Jim is at 90 and 19. Bonnie has used her legendary ability. That is marked for death, everybody. And actually, Turbo hits as well. You get an extra 5 out of Turbo. 85 and 19. Gemstone, you're up. Yeah, Turbo will affect the base damage, not the AP damage. AP 15, probably the biggest hit we've ever, well, not probably, it was the biggest hit we've ever had in AP, ever. All right, Gemstone is going to summon Tupac. All right, Tupac is in play. Tupac will mimic the next attack on Gem that he sees. And then Gem is going to go TS10 with 5 pink. So Jim right at Bonnie. And Bonnie's going to summon blue. Jim bringing out the heavy firepower already. And Bonnie cast blue to prevent the first attack. That would have been a D20 attack coming right at her. Big time numbers. And Amanda, you are going to finish out round number 2. All right, Amanda's going to cast Sniper Page 3 to steal. Amanda, who are you taking blue from? All right. So, Jim, she is taking your blue. And Amanda is going to drop Flare. And Flare's AP2 charging right in on Jim, taking her down to 17. All right, Julia, you're up. Round number 3, Julia. Sparky's done. Sparky's a one-turn pet. He's already hit, done what he's going to do. He's out of play. You still have Ember, but that's it. Jim has Tupac out, and you have Ember out. All right, Julia is going to go two things. You're not in range to Purple Spark Bonnie, number 1. Number 2, you can't Purple Spark and attack because those would be considered two attacks. So, yes, you can certainly Orange Crush. All right, so Orange Crush to Amanda. Does the job. So Orange Crush, proximity damage is good. Amanda, your clones are out of play. Can't do it, Julius. 2 attacks. Your Orange Crush is your attack. Amanda, you'll take 5 from the Orange Crush. All right. So Julia is going to send Red Toxie to Amanda. That you can do. So Amanda, you get hit by the Orange Crush and the Red Toxie. Pet Resist, I'm going to take you down to 70. But you are under the effects of deadly venom. Bonnie at 94, Amanda at 70, Jim at 85 and 17, Julia 100%. Bonnie, you're up. This is the last round. You'll have turbo in effect. I think you cast Ted already. All right, I got Bonnie double cast Ted. Bonnie, it's a 5-point penalty for a double cast. You've already used it. Ted is out of play. Nope, you did too. Your first move was Ted to Jim and drop Warp Smoke. And Amanda did on her second turn. All right. Going to send Slim Shady in instead. All right. Slim is going to go in and hit Jim. And Bonnie's going to cast a stun on Jim. All right, Jim, you have Pet Resist, but Slim is still going to come in and hit you for 7. $78 and 17. Turbo is gone, and Jim, you're up. He will mimic the next damaging attack that he takes, not the stun bomb. Jim, TS10. You got it. All right, so Jim's casting a second TS10 with 5 more pinks. And Bonnie, you're taking 14. I got you at 75 and max. 75 and max. No base damage yet. Amanda, you're up. Bonnie's at 75 and max. Amanda's at 70 and max. Under the effect of Toxin. Gemstone's at 78 and 17. And Julia 100%. No one is stunned at this point. So Amanda will finish out round number 4. We're about halfway through the match, everybody. Amanda, you have no stun on Julia that I'm aware of. No players are stunned. Bonnie has a stun bomb on her. Jim has a stun bomb on her. Bonnie has a mustard bomb on her. But no players are stunned. That's the only bombs. And if you're going to go brace, you're going to have to move within line of sight, which means you're going to have to move from out of the bushes, and you can get a shot on Julia, but you got to put yourself right here in the middle of the courtyard. So if you want to confirm that movement and lose your own line of sight, that's up to you. This gives you line of sight on Julia for your brace attack. All right. So Amanda's out in the middle of the courtyard, not behind anything. She goes with the brace 6 with the green gel. So Julia, you're going to take a tap, not much, 95. Amanda, you'll get kicked back to 75. Toxie is gone. And Julia, you have a stun bomb on you. All right, that's the end of round number 4. We're going to kick off round number 5 with Julia. Bonnie 75 in full. Amanda 75 in full. Jim 78-17. Julia 95 and full. And round number 5, Julia, you're up. All right. Julie stays in place. She sends a stun bomb over to B-Dub. And she goes Wargo with Rojo to Amanda. And Julia has a lot of AP. And she has Ember, which is going to assist her AP. So Julia is AP 6 plus 1 from Ember makes her AP 7. And then uses a Rojo to make it AP 12. AP 12 coming from Julia right to Amanda. Amanda, that's going to take you from 34 down to 22. B-Dub, you're up. B-Dub 75. Amanda 75 and 22. Jim 78-17. Julia at 95. All right, Bonnie's going to cast Sue to Jim. And detonate the stun on Jim. All right, Jim, you will be taking 5% more venom damage. And stun has been detonated on you, so you get one action. Breathing is an action. And you're up. You have a 10-second timer. Jim is going to travel voucher. Top of roof near Amanda. Out of sight. That a good location, Jim? All right. There's a little block wall over here. That Jim is behind. All right, Amanda. You're up. You have 10 seconds. Under 15 minutes to play. All right, Amanda's going to drop flight smoke. And she's dropping Sue to Jim. It's giving Jim another 5% deadly venom, and Amanda surrounded by flight smoke. Julia, you are up. You have round number 6, everybody. Julia, 10-second timer. All right, Julia's going to go TS10. And 5 pink to Amanda. All right, Amanda's going to cast blue to prevent the damage. And Julia is going to go spike as well. So you guys know what spike does. Spike will go in and attack Amanda. It will either be single, double, or triple damage. Julia, 1 or a 2, single damage, 3 or 4, double damage, 5 or 6, triple damage. Rolling the dice. Julia picks a 3, and it is double damage. 3 and gets a 3, which is going to be double damage. Amanda will mitigate some of it, but still taking double from Spike. Amanda, I got you taking 10 down to 65. Bonnie 75, Amanda 65 and 22. Jim 78-17, Julia 95, and Max. Amanda, you are flying. So Amanda's up in the air. She does have line of sight now. Bonnie, you're up. We're under 10 minutes to play. Purple effects have been minimized. Very low probability of purple effects. All right, red Toxie to Jim. And Bonnie, which building are we trying to move to? Because you've got a wall here you can climb, a wall here you can climb. I can get you to about here. But you can't get to the top of that building in one turn. All right, so we got Bonnie there behind the building, not at the top of the building. Take another turn to get there. And Jim, she's sending in red Toxie. Red Toxie is D35, but you got extra 10% kicker on top of it. You mitigate some of it with your pet resist and your gear, but it's still hitting you for 35. You mitigate 10% of it, but you're still taking a 35 off of it. Going to take you from 78 down to 43. Jim is going to evoke. So the evoke is going to prevent half of the damage. Half this turn, half next turn. But the evoke is not a heal, but you do prevent some of it. You're still infected by red Toxie. So I want to be clear with that. But instead of taking 35, I'm going to hit you for 17, which is instead going to take you to 61. So the evoke prevents half. It'll prevent half next turn, and you're up, Jim. Still infected by red Toxie, however. But it is your turn. All right, Jim is dropping flight smoke, which is fine. She's not under the effects of stun. That was last turn. And she is going to use the grog to try to get rid of the healing effect. So the grog, let's get a die roll for you. All right, 1 to 6. She picks a 2, 1 to 3, 50%, 4, 5, or 6, 100% heal. Number 2 is 100% heal. Jim gets the full effect from the grog. Taking her back to 100%. Amanda, you're on the clock. 10 seconds, Amanda. Let me get back to the regular screen. Sorry, everybody. Fly over to Jim and go Aqua to Julia. All right there, Julia. You're taking the Aqua. Nothing can be done about it. Straight up damage. I got you at 85, Julia. All right, Julia, kick us off. Brand new round. We're under 10 minutes. You're up, Julia. Icarus Bow with yellow wax to Amanda. And bringing in Percy. All right, Percy, we'll start out with that. It's going to be 10, 30, and 60, Amanda. You can't hit with Percy. Percy is not a flying animal, and she is flying. Sorry. Reset her timer to 5 seconds. Percy is not the flying frog. You can go Hannibal. Hannibal's a deadly butterfly, I'll give you that. D8 phasing. And she's going yellow arrow. All right, yellow plasma will stack, and Hannibal. 65, I got you at 55, and Hannibal, some mitigation. Amanda, I got you at 52. And you will take damage from Hannibal next round. Bonnie at 75, Amanda 52, Jim at 100, Julia at 85. Bonnie, you're up. Under 5 minutes to play. All right. Jim is flying as well. So there are no line of sight issues at this point. Bonnie, I want to point that out. You still want to go to the top of the building. Jim is flying. So Hannibal will hit. All right. So Bonnie is now up here. So we got Julia, we got Bonnie, and we got Amanda and Jim flying for now. Amanda will be landing. Jim will be flying. Jim, you're up. Bonnie 75, Amanda 52, Jim 92, and Julia 85. All right, so Jim is going to bring out Hannibal. We got Hannibals all over the place. Hannibal back to Amanda. And red plasma with bow wax from Jim. Amanda, the pet, and the bow wax taking you down to 32. Amanda down to 32 and 22. And Amanda, you are landing down on this building that you went over to. And you finish out the round. So Amanda, you finish out the round. Bonnie 75, Amanda 32, Jim 92, Julia 85. All right, Amanda is going to go Red Rex to Julia. Red Rex is D15, Julia. And it's going to take you from 85 down to 75. And Amanda, we need a die roll from you for the healing grog. One, two, or three, 50%, 4, 5, or 6, 100%. She picks a 2. And it is a 3, 50% heal for Amanda, not getting the full heal. So that is going to take her up to 82 and 50% of your base back. $28. We're starting out round number 7, everybody. We have under 2 minutes to play. Healing has been nerfed. Julia, you're up. Round number 7. Under 2 minutes to play, everybody. Healing effects have been minimized. Julia, you do have a red Rex on you, by the way. All right, so detonate stun on Bonnie. Bonnie is stunned. You get 1 action. And Julia is going to drop a heal and seal smoke. So Julia is surrounded by smoke. Bonnie, you're up. Under 2 minutes to play, Bonnie. Julia surrounded by smoke. And by the way, hold on. Hannibal hit Amanda and then phased out, and then Julia carried out her other action. So, Amanda, you did take damage from Hannibal. It's going to take you down to 77. Julia's Hannibal's out of play. Bonnie, you're up. Your Hannibal will hit Jim to start out the round. Jim, that's going to take you from 92 down to 88 because of your pet mitigation. So Jim is at 88. And Bonnie, you're up. Tupac has not had a attack to mimic. To this point, there have been no grenades or no attacks on you since you cast Tupac. Just stun bombs and pets. Unholy grenade to Julia. So Bonnie goes unholy grenade. Julia, your heal and seal is gone. The unholy grenade hits you for an additional 5, taking you down to 70. And Julia cast blue. All right. All blues are out of play. Julia, you're back to 75. And you are healed and you are sealed. So we're going to take you to 85. Actually, healing has been cut in half. So we're going to take you to 80. And you're currently sealed, but you do have a pet on you. Bonnie 75, Amanda 77, Jim 88, Julia 80, and Jim Stone, you're up. Jim is going to detonate. Detonate mustard bomb and Icarus red arrow to Amanda. All right, mustard bomb takes Amanda down to 74. And red arrow going to hit Amanda for armor pin and also damage with the Icarus bow. $64 and $23. Amanda, finish out the round. After this turn, each player will get one final turn for the end of the match. Bonnie, 75 and full base. Amanda, 64 and 23. Jim, 78 and full base. And Julia, 80 and full. You cannot summon faith in the last 2 minutes. No legendaries in the last 2 minutes, Amanda. Fury 4. All right, here's the way the seal works. Okay, you dropped a heal and seal. You got the heal from it, and you were sealed. Okay? Her red Rex hits you and breaks the seal. So you're no longer sealed because of her red Rex. But you still have a red Rex hitting you. So you sealed, but red Rex is still in play. So, and Amanda can cast. So Amanda can cast the grenades. She can't cast a pet because Red Rex is hitting you. That's Red Rex's turn number 2. And by the way, he will hit you for 30 on the next turn. He's still active on Amanda's next turn. So Amanda's going to go Fury 4. TS 10. With pink times 5 to Julia. Jim cannot cast blue because Amanda took blue out of play on the second turn when she went SP3. So Jim has no blue. So Julia is taking the damage from Amanda. So the TS10 full damage is going to hit. So we're going into the final round, and this is where we stand. Bonnie, 75 and 35. Amanda, 64, 23. Jim, 88 and max. Julia, 60 and max in armor pen. All pets are out of play except for Jim has Tupac and Amanda has Red Rex hitting Julia, and he will hit for the 3rd time on her next round. All right, Julia, your final turn. No legendaries in the last 2 minutes. All right, she's going to go Fury 4 and Love Boat to Amanda. Fury 4, Love Boat. All right, with the Fury 4, Amanda, I got you down to 44. I got Julia back up to 65. B-Dub, you're up. Jim Stone still has Tupac. Amanda still has Red Rex. That's going to hit Julia on her final turn. B-Dub, this is your final move. B-Dub 75, Amanda 44 and 23, Jim 88 and Julia 65. All right, B-Dub is going to call Paul, y'all. Paul is going to double strike. His double strike is going to hit Julia once. She mitigates 5. He hits her again. She doesn't mitigate that 5. It's going to take her down to 60. B-Dub is going Fury 4. And bringing out her own TS10 with 5 pinks. A lot of pink grenades today. Nothing can stop it. It's going through. Damage is going to be dealt. Julia, that's going to take you down to 40. Bonnie, 75. Amanda, 44. Jim, 88. And Julia down to 40. Gemstone, your final move. Jim is going to summon Trey. You can't summon Trey. You have Tupac out. You can't summon a second pet. Can't Orange Crush and TS10. Those are 2 damaging attacks. Can't have 2 separate grenade attacks. If you throw a grenade at Rex, you can throw a grenade, but that's your attack phase. All right, Jim is going to throw TS10s. Five more pink grenades at Amanda. And they hit. And they hit hard. We're taking Amanda from 44 all the way down to 24. 44 down to 24. B-Dub at 75. Amanda at 24. Jim at 88. Julia at 40. Amanda, you have one remaining move. Rex is in play. Rex is going to hit Julia for 30. This is Rex's third round. Rex is going to hit for 30. Julia will mitigate 5 of it from her pet resist, but that is going to take Julia down to 15. And Amanda is going to go TS10 with 5 BT7s to Julia. And it is going to do lethal damage to Julia. Hitting for 20 on the final attack. That is going to take Julia down to 0. The Twisted Sisters have won the match by result of a killing blow. The Twisted Sisters are your Season 2 champs, everybody. Down to the wire. Great match. Good back and forth and just some tough things when people are on the spot. So my congratulations go out to all 4 players. All 4 players are absolutely incredible. Great concentration. Great match. You guys gave it all you had. Look, we can't ask for better representatives in the finals than these 4 players. So don't, hey, you win, you lose. Don't be hard on yourself. You 4 prove every single season that you have been the best of the best. So don't, I'm sure you're going to replay this match, but come on. It's high pressure. It's great battle. And both of these teams are phenomenal teams. And that's what a rivalry is all about. So, Julia and Jim picking up some additional silver medals. You guys are going to have a nice collection of silver medals, but that's okay. Hey, some people didn't even get the silver medals. You will get brand new avatars, updated trading cards for all 4 players. And I will tell you, it was a double-edged sword. Jim, you made a great play and actually kept them from attacking you with Tupac. It was wonderful. The problem is you kept them from attacking you. So when you played Tupac, it changed their strategy. They couldn't hit you with Armor Pen. They couldn't hit you, but then on the same token, at the end, you got stuck with Tupac. So it kind of worked out a little bit, and it kind of hurt a little bit too. But Rex is dangerous. You guys got to kill Rex. You got to. He's deceptive. It's like you think he's not going to hit, so he's 5 points, and all of a sudden it's like, bam. So great strategy by both Jim and Julia. Great counter strategy by B-Dub and Amanda. I liked, one of the things that I thought they were great moves, is, I'm going to go back a little bit. So Amanda was there, B-Dub was here, Jim was here, Julia was there. So Julia moved forward. So Julia's behind this column, Amanda's behind, so neither one of them had line of sight. So what was really cool, Bonnie ports in, so Bonnie wants to get some shots on Jim. So Jim sees Amanda go out in the middle here, so then Jim goes up here, so they got crossfire. Great play by both teams. But Amanda made a super smart move. She flew over here beside Jim. So now Jim can't get ranged attacks on her, and it's kind of dicey, the other moves. So I like every move tonight was very well played by both teams. Awesome. So if you guys are just learning how to play, get with any of these 4 players. It could have went either way. If Tupac would have died, Jim could have summoned Trey and killed Amanda. Oh, you know what? Jim, I know what it's all about. So, all the emojis. Let me tell you this. Jim and Julia, there are a lot of players that would like to be where you guys are. I know you guys want to get over the hump and take the championship, but look at all the players that did not get to the finals that are envious of how you guys play. So, nothing at all to regret in these matches. And you guys know at the beginning of the season, there's going to be a first place and a second place, and there's going to be a whole lot of other teams. And these teams they're the cream of the crop. And I do have a few rewards, so let's get to that. All right, so let me say to Jim and to Julia, Bonnie, and Amanda, all four of you will be getting these items. So a brand new car. No, I'm not giving you a new car. So you guys are all four getting the brand new Vox Viper. You're all four getting 5 Cosmos. 5 collectible Cosmos. You're all four getting 4 Base Buster grenades. So those are the Xenon. And each of you are getting your pick of 1 tier piece, any tier piece you want, any color you want. You can message me. So 1 free tier 2 piece as well. So that's both teams. Now I do have a little something for the Twisted Sisters. Now Twisted Sisters are grabbing a brand new Arc Amethyst, a Arc Emerald, a Max Glyph, and right here, right now, never before seen, unveiled, Amanda and B-Dub will be getting another gem manufactured by Arc. This is the first ever PvP Arcanite gem, which you can put in your PvP gear, and it will give you base 1. So you know that you can put mirrors in your T2 gear. Well, this is the only PvP gem, and there's only 2 of them right now. So Amanda and B-Dub will each be getting an Arcanite gem, which is going to give them B1 if they choose to put that in their PvP gear. So that is that's a great tournament. It is a great tournament. Congratulations to all the players. Once again, I'm going to show you guys that path after a really, really great regular season, good matches every single week. You guys fit in some great matches, good time for each other, and then when it came down to the championship, all you do is you play your best and let the chips fall where they may. But certainly, my hats go off to these teams. Now, Wednesday night, we have got another tutorial for you guys for Faction Wars. Faction Wars is a whole different kind of combat. You're going to have a couple additional players. You're going to have a role. You're going to have some jobs to do. You're going to break walls. You're going to defend. The team play is going to be different, but there's still going to be some partnerships. I still think B-Dub and Amanda are going to be pretty good communicators on the battlefield with 4 people out there. I think Jim and Julia are going to have a great chemistry when we get to Faction Wars. So your tag team cohesiveness and the synergy of your tag teams, I think, are going to pay huge dividends when you guys do Faction Wars. You're going to kind of know how to play off each other a little bit, and you're going to help the rest of your teams get better. I know the Twisted Sisters are unbeaten right now. I would make a wager, though, and I'm not betting against them, technically. I would make a wager right now that I don't think any team will go undefeated in Faction Wars. Would anybody disagree with that? I think every team is going to lose at least one match. Because there's some great teams and battles in there. I mean, I want you to think about this for a second. I don't know there's a better. Think about some of the starting 4s. And here's kind of the way Faction Wars are going to work a little bit. You can start whichever 4. There's going to be subs that come in. But you could see B-Dub, Amanda, Moonshot, Kel all on the field at one time. But then looking across from them, you could see Gina, Trigger, Ron, Football. Take your pick. Or you could have Jim, Julia, Beasley, Villar, sub in Dow, sub in Miss, sub in Busy Bee. Or you could have Dimes, Amy, Will, and Ray, and Tank, and people coming in off the bench as well. So any of those lineups, I would not want to face Dimes, Will, Ray, and Amy. So start looking forward to it, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We get in Faction Wars. And after a few weeks of Faction Wars, we'll start talking tag teams. But I'm just super impressed by all the gameplay, all the strategy. All right, hey, I'm going to open it up. It's 11 o'clock. We got a couple more minutes. If you guys want to do a little bit of Q&A, questions about Faction Wars, questions about the season, comments about the tag team season. Dow, I don't know. I'm on a very loose schedule Wednesday night because of all the changes and reschedules in Group B. So the answer is whenever I can get everybody there to finish off that match in Group B. Ray, there will be bundles in Faction Wars. I don't know how they're going to look yet because there's always going to be replenishment. And sometimes there'll be a lot of potions. Sometimes there'll be a lot of grenades. This time with bundles, I thought we did something really cool with the epic gear. So I'm going to ask you guys, who likes the epic gear? Who's glad that we put the epic gear in the bundles? And going into Faction Wars, how are you feeling about where you're geared with your PvP set? Because I saw some amazing stuff tonight. I mean, Julia had a 12-point hit. Bonnie had a 15-point hit. But Bonnie used a legendary. Julia used her. Well, actually, Julia has a legendary mask too. But yeah, I mean, it was phenomenal. So that's why I want to do something a little bit different. Julia, there are legs, and you did not. I don't remember exactly what happened, but you didn't pick up the complete bundle that week. But yes, there are legs. Yeah, so to kind of answer your question, Ray, is I try to get feedback from you guys. Yes, there's 9 pieces. So there was a belt. All 9 pieces are out there of the last 9 bundles. The epics really scaled up, but I try to get feedback from you guys with summons. You know, tonight a couple people said they wanted a few more gems, so tonight's bundle, I added a few more gems in there. And some are going to be for your PvP, and some are going to be for your PvE gear. So, yeah, there will be. I just don't know how they're going to look yet. The next time we roll out, we're not going to roll out a new PvP set for a while. And we're not going to roll out Tier 2 for a while. I mean, that's the neat thing about tiers is once you get it, then you know, PvP gear, you want to get every piece of it, one way or another, whether it's trading or whether it's buying it. In the Tier 2, you want to get one set of it, and then, you know, you start getting a couple extra pieces. Some people want to get all 4 sets, and they will. But, yeah, we won't have another tier set for another 5 ATTs or so. So you guys have some time to sort of get comfortable. There will be accessories. There will be... you know, obviously some weapons, but you guys can still hear me okay, right? Somebody just typed they couldn't. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, when I roll out a tier set, it's a lot of work. Of all the things in the game, the tier sets take me more time. 1, because there's a lot of pieces. Number 2, it's the overall calculation of what the gear is going to do. I mean, right now, we have some people with the shoulders. We have some people that are going to be dealing 10 to 11 AP in Faction Wars. So if you're a player that does not have a lot of base, I'm going to strongly recommend you get a few pieces of black graphene and you're wearing that when you go in. That's going to keep you alive for a few turns. But, yeah, I think I mentioned this in a live stream. Okay, good. The tier 2, there's just like a weight off my shoulders when all that gear is in circulation. When I get down to like the last 3 or 4 pieces, it's, is it too much damage, or, how's the reflect going to work? How much regeneration is enough regeneration without making it too powerful? And, there's always things like, and I try not to snap at you guys, but when I get a message from a priest and they say like, hey, we need to nerf this, and I'm just like, man, you don't know how much back and forth goes into these stats. And I'm a perfectionist, and I know the game's not perfect, but I really try to get it as close as possible for all the classes. And if every class is complaining about something, then it means that I'm doing my job. If every class thinks another class is too strong, then I'm doing it right. But I do think I think that the gear is in a good place. I think that PvP gear is in a great place. I think healing grogs need to be nerfed, to be honest. So if I were you guys, I would prepare for healing grogs to be less than 100%. They're still a full turn play, and they will still heal you, but I'm going to deviate away from full maximum heals, and they're going to be percentage ofs, especially with the ability to have heal over time and damage over time. A grog will probably be more likely to be in the 50% range going forward than 100% range. We'll see. I want to see how the damage starts to scale in Faction Wars. So yes, there will be. Well, Amy, here's the thing. With a medic, I don't know you're going to get a medic full heal, but I will say a medic is probably more likely to accumulate Arc Emeralds. So if I were a medic or a priest, I would certainly try to get 10. The max is 10. So I would certainly try to get 10 of those Arc Emeralds in my PvE gear. Because that gives you a 20% heal right there. And, with medics, there's going to be little clever, crafty ways to do things. Yeah, I think you guys are going to have a blast with Faction Wars. So I saw Emperor said summons. So I ask you guys, and Ray asked about Faction Wars. Going into Faction Wars, if we do a bundle next Monday night, 1 week from tonight, what items, you saw gems tonight, there's epic gear that's been in there, what type of items would you like to see in a Faction War bundle? More firepower, ton of grenades, more bionics to level up your character, bionic threads, high-end bionics, wild cards, mix it up with some tier 2 pieces. So I'm hearing summons. I'm hearing some people want more pets. Oh man, I must be behind in chat. Is that Ben or is that Ben's son? I just see a shout out to Tiny 10. I think I missed some of the chat. I'm a little bit behind. See, there you go. That's when people start getting greedy. Kel's like, more red pets. Cracks me up. Bonnie says pets are good, and Kel's like, more red pets. So it does look like pets are pretty popular. Ben is driving and Eli's typing. So, Eli, are you the one that hit the in the park home run like a week ago and won the baseball game? I know Gina says, of course, pets. All right, for Faction Wars next Monday, we'll add some summons. And see, the good thing is we're all the way across the board. All right, we got some arrows. All right, awesome stuff. Okay, I'll do some one-offs too. And he said, that was my brother Noah, but I'm totally better. Yeah, it works. Hey, at least you're honest. I love it. Jim says, I want a card that lets me do double legendaries. So I got a follow-up question. What's your favorite legendary, either that you have or that somebody else has? What's your absolute favorite legendary? I want to see how many different answers we get. Because I saw 2 really good ones tonight. Julia, I love that mask too. I think it's underappreciated, but it's really good. Ocean Man says the flying mask. Kel wants to use the mirror loop. Bone says the flying mask. Julie J says a flying mask. Amanda loves the mirror mask. Amy says evoke. Rocket, the arc mask, and the eye ring. I love the suggestions. Jim has her, she wants a magnet that brings her opponent to her. Like Magneto. I do too, Gina. I love steel. Hey, you know what, Jim? You never know. You never know what you're liable to see over the next couple of weeks. But I did like the travel voucher play tonight. I thought the travel voucher play was very good. And I liked the travel voucher play. I thought you guys had a great strategy, and I liked Julia. Julia was getting ready to unleash some serious damage, and then they put her on the defensive because they started loading up and hitting her. And this is what's so cool about the game is even though sometimes you have, right? I mean, Julia hit for 12, so all she needs is a couple more hits. But when your opponents know that, you could have awesome gear, and your opponent puts you on the defensive, and you can't use your gear anymore. I mean, it'd be too easy if you could just stand there and shoot somebody 4 times. That would be easy. But your opponents aren't going to let you do that. They're going to, distract you, either stun you or put a pet on you or something. But I thought it was great, great improvising by both teams. You know what? It went down to a couple of moves. So I also like the fact that there's a lot of different there's a lot of different things. Now, Amanda likes the mirror mask because it's multiple copies, and Father Ron loves the mask, and you guys love it. But the thing is, you got to damage them. The Vox mask is very good, but after you take extended damage from it, that's your legendary. Now, a priest with Vox it's a little tougher, but at the same time, if Father Ron is casting protections on himself, he's not attacking, right? I mean, that's kind of the neat thing. Flying is a super, super cool ability, but you got to hit him for 50%. You got to knock him down. And if a team defends so much, who knows? But really, really good back and forth gameplay. I like the Sly Shawl too. And I like the Phantom Cape. There's not a whole lot of legends I don't like. But I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to do with the new gems. That Vox Viper. I mean, how do you like that ability? So you got some people who are going to go 10 Arc Amethyst or 10 Arc Emeralds. But if you can get a hold of Vox Vipers, and you can steal some of your opponent's damage, that's like the ultimate. Ten Vox Vipers, and you leech 10% before the match even starts. Nope. No car for Amanda in PvE. We'll veto that right out of the start. I'm not going to lie. Mark for Death has some Warcraft inspiration behind it. The ability to one-shot a person is just, I don't know, it's just really cool. I mean, you can't do it to everybody, but, you know, player decides to be cute and doesn't want to put on black graphene, and they come strolling in with 12 base, probably going to die. I mean, but you shoot them one time. But that's the way they learn. The next time they go out there, oh, Trigger, you missed it. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't know if you guys will have to ask Bonnie. I don't know if Bonnie was playing it tonight to kind of test the waters with it, or she was legit trying to put pressure. I mean, it worked because she put enough pressure early on to get Jim to drop Tupac. Or maybe it was a combination of both. It might have been. I would probably use it as a killing blow, Mark for Death. It's the Max Mask. Yeah, if you guys don't know what we're referring to, the Max Mask has an ability called Marked for Death. And it can increase damage by 50% of that attack. And that includes AP. So you got 12 AP, you could hit somebody for 18. But I mean, I know what I'm going to prevent. I know what I'm going to evoke. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a partner that has an evoke or having a partner that has a prevention spell and using that at the right time. And it's, now look, you can make an argument which mask is better for damage. Julia's mask, the Sly mask, or the Max mask. The reason it's called the Max mask is because it is an amazing one-shot ability. But there's nothing wrong with Julia's mask either, where it continues, it does AP and it continues to go up every single level. Yeah, and that's why I said, you guys might want to ask Bonnie. I would too, and her long-term plan for it might be for a kill shot. But it also does work to get your opponent on the defensive really early. Exactly. And that's another good point is Julia's Mask is a legendary that is not a activated legendary. Yeah, Max Mask is certainly hard to say multiple times. No, Ray, what you should try to do is dare Amanda to do a video, and Amanda would have to say this 5 times. My Max Mask mashes minions. So, Amanda, if you could do that, you know what, Amanda? Because you love to send voice messages to a lot of people, send this to everybody. Send that message, record it, and send it to everybody in Mir. My Max Mask mashes minions. And you'll probably have everybody in Mir laughing for about 2 hours. Oh, she'll do it. She doesn't back down from a dare. You know that. I can't even imitate Amanda's voice because it gets me in my Maggie mode. Now, Keels. Hey, I think Amanda's Maggie. Now, Keels, my mask mashing minions. It'd be something like that. All right. You know what? It's 11:30. I'm going to go hang out with the 3Gs and relax a little bit. There's no stream tomorrow night. You guys take it easy, relax. I'll get your inventories ready tomorrow to have out to you guys by Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be very relaxed too. So basically, look, we played hard with PvP, and now we've got Tuesday to kind of hang out or do nothing. Wednesday we'll hang out. Thursday's Walking Dead. And then Friday, we've got a great ending to Salisbury Island, and Rocket Crockett is going to have a very difficult choice. So if you guys want to blow up her messenger really quickly and tell her which direction she should go she go Mir Mountains? Should she go Arctic Alps? Make her make a decision. Going to be a lot on the line with that. And then Saturday, we're going to do our level up events, always a lot of fun. And then, of course, Monday, we've got Faction Wars. And I will probably have a schedule for you guys. I'll try to have a schedule by Wednesday for Faction Wars. And the way Faction Wars are going to work is you're going to battle for a area. So you will see the Asylum is going to be your first battlefield. So you'll see the Asylum for 2 weeks. There will be 2 teams will play on Monday, 2 teams will play on Wednesday, 2 winners will play, or 2 people that lose will play on Monday. The 2 people that win will play on Wednesday for the ownership of the asylum. And then after that, you'll go to a brand new zone. So I would expect we'll do at least 2 zones before we get back into tag team. So it's going to be a month and a half of faction wars. And you'll get the opportunity to build some relics for your faction. Gear up, get ready for the next PvP in a couple of months, and we'll do it all over again. All right, everybody, thank you so much. What a great, great season. Congratulations again to the Twisted Sisters. Congratulations to Hellfire and Brimstone as well, taking them to the wire. And to the rest of you out there that are not one of those 2 teams, get it together, because we're going to have another tournament before you know it, and we're looking for all the tag team battles we can get. I've heard Anthony and Hippo are making big moves. The Killer Bees are always a blast. Ray said the Outlaws are going to be the, the team is going under the radar next time. Deadly Dimes is hungry to get back in tournament play. Season didn't end up the way she wanted it to, and they were going as number 2 seed, so I'm looking forward to seeing Deadly Dimes. And, of course, Jim and Julia, what can you say? They're so close right now that, sure they got something to prove. And Bonnie and Amanda, great job to you guys. Certainly you got a target on your back, but Rocket and Trigger can beat anybody any given day. Kel and Moonshot, they've proven they got great synergy. Moon Sprinkles, Julie J. and Heart of Nixie, looking forward to improving their record. They got much, much better gear. So, that's super, super proud of everybody who played tonight. So thank you so much. And you guys shoot me a message. You got any questions? Otherwise, I will have your inventory out tomorrow or Wednesday early. And then we'll hang out on Wednesday night. Get your Faction Wars questions ready to go. Hopefully I'll have answers for all of them. But if not, then if it's a gameplay mechanic or something you're not sure about, I want to get a solution to it before we actually start. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, and I will see you Wednesday night. Peace.